G'day guys. Right, in the last video we got up to here, and I think we said we were going to do the base next. So I'm going to scroll down until I get to the base. There it is. Right, so we know the base is 600 millimeters long, 280 millimeters wide, and 19 millimeters thick. It says the dimensions for the pins are not given, as they are to be traced from the tails on the end pieces. Right, so when you're making this in the workshop, you would just have your piece of timber that's 600 by 280 by 19, and you would trace the tails that you cut onto it. And we can do a very similar thing here. So to do that, we'll grab the rectangle tool, and we'll go from this corner over here to that corner over here. We'll push this down 19 millimeters. And one thing I just remembered is we haven't actually saved our work yet. So remember, always saving your work. Try and do it at the end of every video or after you've made each piece. I'll go File, Save, and I'll just put this in my Toolbox folder. Wherever you guys want to save it is fine. Just make a folder somewhere where you know you're gonna be able to find it again. Toolbox, and I'll call it what should I call it? I'll just call it Toolbox. Toolbox tutorial. That'll do. That. So now next thing I need to do is triple click on this, right click, make it a component, and we'll call this base. Okay, now we need to edit this component, and we need to remove the area where the tails are. So we need to remove these bits. And again, we can just copy these across. So I'm going to draw a line from here to here, and here to here. Grab the point tool, click on that line and that line. Grab the move tool, press Control, click. See, I've got those two lines. Move them here. Control, click. Here. Control, click. Here. And then Control, click, and move them here. Then all I need to do is push these in 19 millimeters. Click, double click, double click, double click. And that should have removed them to that point there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the back side over here. Draw these two lines. Here and there. Grab the select tool, grab that line, hold down shift, grab that line, get the move tool, press Control, move it over here, move it over here, over here, and then last one here. Okay, so that should be done now. And yeah, it looks good. All right, so that's the base piece done. What could we do next? I guess another tricky bit is the, we'll do this video, we'll do the base and the drawer, because I reckon the drawer will take up a bit of time. So here's the drawer that we need to make. We need to have, we've got 5 different components, I think. We've got the drawer sides, the drawer front and back, the drawer dividers, the base, and the false front. Okay, so to get started on the drawer, I guess we could just, let's see. First thing we'll do is grab this whole thing and move it over to the origin point, which is over here. There we go, just so everything's nice and neat. Then let's start with the, the drawer sides. Okay, so that's 5A. Drawer sides look like this. So we've got all the dimensions we need, and what does this say? Your teacher will cut the grooves for the divider using the drop saw. You can choose to have more or less dividers, and what is shown in these drawings, you'll need to mark exactly where you would like your teacher to cut. Right, so this groove will already be cut on the table saw to put your base in, but for your dividers, your teacher's going to cut that groove on the drop saw for you. So you just need to mark out where you want those. So, all right, we can just get started. We've got a piece that's 278 long, it's 50 millimeters wide and 12 millimeters thick. So we'll grab the rectangle tool, and just over here, we'll go 278, 12, and then we'll push this up by 50 millimeters. First things first, make it a component. 1, 2, 3, right click, make component, and create. Now, let's see. Let's double click on this. I guess we'll do the rebates first. We've got rebates on the corners, as we can see. So they're 12 millimeters wide and 6 millimeters deep. We can just grab the rectangle tool and draw on here 12,6. And on the other side, 12,6, and we can push those all the way through. Then we'll do the groove for the saw, for the base. It's 3 millimeters wide and 5 millimeters from the bottom. So that's super easy. We grab the tape measure, measure 5 millimeters up from the bottom. We draw that line straight across. We measure up 3 millimeters from there. So we have a 3 millimeter wide groove, which is about how wide the table saw blade is. And we use the pencil tool to draw that line across. Then we can literally just push this all the way through, like that. Now, sometimes it does that, and I don't know why, but all you got to do is grab the eraser and rub that out, and it's all good. And we don't need that either. Okay, so that's looking good. Now we've just got to put in the groove for the divider, which it says here is 137 millimeters from the end. Whoops. So to do that, let's measure this piece. We'll go 137 this way. So draw a line straight across. Now we need the groove needs to be 3 millimeters wide, and it's going to go 6 millimeters deep as well. Same depth as the rebates. So we're just going to go 3,6 like that, and push it. And it's going to stop us here, which is a little bit annoying, but there's an easy way to sort of fix it. We just got to rub out that line and that line. Then we're going to grab the pencil tool, go from this point straight down to the bottom, this point straight down to the bottom. We're going to push this all the way in, and then rub out these 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that gives us that sort of perfect crossing of the grooves. Okay, that piece is now done. We'll go edit, delete guides, and click away. Now we can make a copy of this piece, but first, maybe just so we know how far to space them apart, let's draw the draw front and back piece. So exact same thing. It's made out of a piece of 12 by 50, and it's 546 long. Geez, that's a long piece. So from here, this corner here, we're going to go 546,12, enter, like that. Whoa. And then push it up 50 millimeters. Now I'm going to triple click on this. Oops. Right click and make component. I'll call this draw front and back, like that. Okay. Then all I need to do is grab the pencil tool. Well, first thing I need to double click on it. So I'm editing the component. And I'm going to go from this intersection there, zoom out, and draw a line straight across on the green axis. That, and then still with the pencil tool, go to the bottom corner there, and drawing a line straight across on the green axis. And we'll push that in 6 millimeters. Now that's all. Oh no, that's not all we need to do. We need to put in 2 grooves for the dividers. So the base groove is in. We'll just double click again, and same way we did that groove for that divider, we'll do the same thing here. So we need to go in 181 millimeters from the sides. So we'll go 181 in that way, and 181 in this way. Put in 2 rectangles. That it'll be 6 by 3, 6,3, 6,3. Oops, this one needs to be 3,6, I think. 6. 6,3. Ah, there we go, that's better. Okay, so we push this as far down as it'll go. Push this as far down as it'll go. We're going to rub that line out. Draw this pencil line straight to the bottom and straight to the bottom. Draw this pencil line straight to the bottom and straight to the bottom. Now we need to do a little bit of rubbing out that, and that. And then we just push this one as far in as it'll go. Rub out that one. There's that good intersection. And then here we're going to push this in as far as it'll go, and then just tidy up those lines we don't want. Okay, look at that. So that's that piece done. Now, the really easy part now is if we just make a copy of these two pieces. So we hit, we're on this piece, press Control and move. I'm going to move it to here. I can also rotate this piece around to there, 90 degrees. And then I can grab this piece like this, press Control to make a copy. I'll just drop it over here. I'll rotate it around to 0, and then I'll drop it in the right spot. Oh, there's a bell for recess. I've got to get going. Okay, so that's pretty good for now. We've got the drawer all assembled. We just need to put in the base and the dividers. I reckon we'll do that in the next video because I want to go have something to eat. I'm bloody hungry. All right, if you follow along with that, good work. We'll see you in the next video. Oh, make sure you save your work as well. File, save. Yeah. Okay, cool.